to observe sharply, observe ourselves sharply. So we started our discussion with happiness, and we are trying to see that happiness is our innate nature or it is some external influences that we are trying to observe. So if it is my innate nature, I will be looking inside. If it is if it is external influence, then I will be making effort outside. So that we are trying to observe where my effort is. Am I making effort inside us or am I making effort outside? So if it is my innate nature, then there is a possibility to continue of my happiness. If I am trying to be happy from external sources, then possibility may not be there. So this is what we are trying to look through this session, right? Okay, so let's discuss this assignment. So assignment is throughout the day, observe your activities and note how often you are trying to feel good by selectively eating foods that you like, find tasty, listening to music of your choice, etc. Also note how often you are seeking out people that you like to talk to and how often you avoid people that you are uncomfortable with. And what did your conclusion from this exercise? So this we need to discuss. So you can share, have you done this assignment? Did you observe throughout the day yesterday? What was your experience? Did you observe your activities? How many times you are trying to get happy or feeling good by eating foods, listening music, or how much time you were aware that you are feeling comfortable when talking to some specific people, you are not comfortable when talking to some other specific people. So these noting is important. So these assignments are very important and we need to do day by day. So in the group, these assignments are floated. We need to complete this assignment and we discuss this assignment starting of the session every day. Yes. So if anyone wants to share what you have observed. Yes. So Yamini ji with us.
Namaste ji. I have done this observation yesterday, but I found that I still have a long way to go. Uh, Feeling good selectively, I did do that. I went for the food that I liked yesterday, and I also went for listening for pleasant music, which gives me comfort. And also, the second one also, I sought people whom I like to talk, and I did avoid people whom I am not comfortable with. So the lesson that I learned is I'm still at the beginning zone. I'm still happy by external sources, and I have to make happiness my innate nature. I think I have a long way to go. That's what I learned.
Yes, Didi.
Yes, sir. I think I need to put lot of effort. I think so.
Yes, Didi. So
Yeah.
that is good thing that we are feeling a need to put a lot of efforts.
Yeah.
है ना? So if we are feeling that it is important work and we need to do it, so we will make effort in future.
Yeah, yeah. I think I have to make it. I have to make the effort. Yeah.
Yes. So
Thank you.
feeling that importance is very, you know,
Yes.
appreciable.
Yes.
And we can notice that whenever we are feeling comfortable by listening music, it is very short time, for very short time. After
Yes.
that music, we again feel a gap and we try something else.
Yes.
So
I
continuity is not there.
so I would like to say that I just normally don't like that continuously listening music, not like that, sir. But sometimes when I do some work which I don't like I don't like to do kitchen work morning in a hurry when we are working in kitchen. I don't like that actually. So I put on music so that it just makes me feel pleasant. I just want to add it. Yeah.
Yes, Didi.
Yeah. Thank you.
Thank
Thank
you, Didi.
you. Thank
So,
you. Bye.
so we have Palakji with us.
Namaste,
Namaste.
Bhaiya.
Namaste, Didi. Ji.
Yesterday I didn't try that much. I was not that much aware, but I also did. I also listened music, and I also did, uh, and I was happy because of the external things. But one thing which happened yesterday, I talked to someone with whom I never talked. I never talked with whom, so I tried to talk him. So that time I was happy. I was not sad. I was not that much happy. I was normal. So I was unable, like in night I was thinking about it. So I thought that that time I was not happy. So what, how was, what can we say? Why I was there, why was I normal that time? So I thought that it was my innateness that I, in my innateness is, uh, I want a relationship with everyone. I was able that time I was able to see a relationship with him, like that. It happens that that time like in night I was able to see that, yeah, that time, that moment I was in my innateness. I was not happy because of the external things.
Okay, Didi. So if you are happy with your innate nature and because of your innate nature, then you just observe. Can I continue this?
Hmm.
If continuity is possible,
Hmm.
then means if its continuity is possible. So you just ask yourself,
Hmm.
do I want continuity of this feeling, you know, that I have at this moment? So you can ask yourself, right? And next
No,
time you can
actually
notice.
now, yeah, no, now I'm thinking that I can't do it continue. It can be because of people only. Now I am able to see this.
Yes. So that we need to be aware, you know, that am I happy because other people is talking according to me, their thoughts are similar to me, or am I happy because of my innate
Hmm.
nature? That we need to note down, Didi.
Yes, sir.
Ji, Didi. Nice, Didi. Thank you. If you have any question, we can discuss. Any question, any doubt?
No, no, Bhaiya, I don't have any question. I adjust this. I was also confused that it was my innateness or not. So now I got my answer.
Okay, Didi. So no
Thank you.
problem if you are confused, but as the sessions will go, na, we will be more clear about us.
जी भैया.
Ji, Didi. Namaste, Didi.
Namaste.
So we have one hand raised, one plus CPS 2613. You can rename yourself. You can right click. You can go to the three dots and you can rename here because name is not clear. है ना? 1 plus CPH something name is appearing here. No problem. I am giving you mic.
Sorry, Bhaiya. Sorry, Gopalji. I was supposed to change my name.
Yes.
Myself, Balchandra. Balchandra Chikop. Huh?
Okay. bhai. Okay.
Yeah.
जी.
Gopalji, as you said about the reflection, uh, the whole day was after the session, morning session.
Hmm.
Things were going perfectly okay. So I had done all my morning work and planned to complete all the required things for the whole day.
Hmm.
Suddenly, and started taking up the work. Up to 12 o'clock, everything is fine. And at 12 losing all the connections, whatever actually the plan of that day. And at the middle of the day, I started shouting on the person because of some disturbance. They were starting operating on my weaknesses. And again at evening, I started making a reflection what actually happened. There I realized that again I'm operating against to the innate nature. So in that order, I try to recover and restore the things. Uh, You at night at 10 o'clock, it started functioning again normal. And morning, I felt to wake up and take up the session. So this was my inner reflection of the whole day.
Okay, भैया. So nice, भैया. The purpose of this exercise is to be just aware where I am making effort. So you are noticing it. That is very nice. So sometimes we are feeling happy. Sometimes we are not feeling happy. Sometimes we are comfortable within us. Sometimes we are not comfortable within us. So purpose
Mm,
of exercise is to just recognize why I am comfortable this time, why I am not comfortable this time. So if I am lost, where I have gone. So this awareness is required. So it is good that you have observed the state of your consciousness. That sometimes you are feeling good, sometimes you are not feeling good. And then you can ask yourself, I am feeling good because of what? Because of some favorable sensation, because of some favorable feeling environment, or because of my innate nature. Again, when you are not comfortable, you can be aware. You can ask yourself, why I am not comfortable? Because some favorable sensations are not around me, because some favorable feelings are not around me, or because I have lost awareness of my innate nature. So
mm,
these questions we can ask. It will increase our observation. It will increase our sharpness. And gradually we will see how to handle all these things. But this assignment is very simple. Just be aware when I am comfortable, when I am not comfortable, and what is making me comfortable and what is not making me comfortable, uncomfortable. So these kind of dialogue should be initiated within us through the help of this assignment. So this is the purpose. So nice, Bhaiya, that you are noting it down. You are observing it, and in coming sessions we will
and
get the
yeah,
solutions also.
one point I wanted to understand here is this bodily pain or bodily issues or body content, body operations, whatever we are facing? Is that because through self actually we are getting some problem to this body? So is it is that actually we have to go with a natural acceptance that body has a pain and body has a problem, so so that uh, we can avoid that unhappiness because of the pain or because of the problem.
So something is happening in the body, it means some favorable sensation is not with us. So body is not in harmony. There is just disharmony in body. So we can focus on this pain also, or we can focus on our innate nature also. So when we will focus on our innate nature, then we can see that there is a problem in body and we need to take appropriate steps to recover it. So pain is not cause of my unhappiness. This disharmony that I don't like, that is cause of my unhappiness,
Mm.
right? So I want body to act as it was acting before 1 month, before 1 year. I want body in a good condition, and this time body is not in a good condition. So this
Mm.
reaction within me is creating pain, is creating trouble in me. Otherwise, there is a problem in body, we can take appropriate steps with happiness. That can happen. But I am reacting inside, so it is causing more trouble to the body. So two kind of trouble is there. One is physical trouble that is happening in the body. Second
Okay.
is due to my inner reaction. Body is getting impacted. So what we can do, we can ensure my happiness if I focus on my natural acceptance and let the body recover, take appropriate steps. So that can happen.
And is this natural acceptance is connected with the self? Is it self which is going to be acting as a natural acceptance?
So our natural acceptance is to ensure harmony in the body, to ensure harmony within me. This is our natural acceptance.
Mm.
So because of natural acceptance, there is a natural motivation in me to get this harmony, to get this body in harmony again. Because of this natural acceptance, I am trying to take medicine. I am visiting doctor so that my body is in harmony. So all this happening is because of my natural acceptance. That's why I want to nurture my body. I want to protect my body. This is our natural acceptance,
Okay.
right? Bhaiya?
Thank you.
Okay, bhai. So namaste, bhaiya. So next we can talk with Pratik Agrawal ji. Namaste, bhaiya.
Hello, Namaste, Via. I am audible.
Yes, bhaiya. Yes.
So we are like, I try to observe me yesterday. Like I try to be aware. So somewhere like, I ate food also. Like, uh, when I feel hunger, then I go outside and like I choose the option to which I found healthy. But I went with my friend. So I can observe that like, sorry, one mute. So because like whenever my friend start using their phone, like on start talking on the call, at the same time, I have found in myself like I'm not comfortable. Like because we are meeting after a long time, so somewhere because it is my I can say I start like my source of happiness is external. So somewhere I started feeling uncomfortable. Yeah, like why he is using phone or why he's talking on the phone. because we are meet after a long time, then we can talk. So at that time, I feel, yeah, my source of happiness is somewhere external. And on other side, like after the morning session, just only. So one incident is there, like Abhilash sir messaged me like that is a good question, like when I which I asked yesterday. So at that time also there is a feeling like because I can say like I acknowledge or I have lot of faith or lot of respect for Abhilash sir. So at that time, and my thought is that like अरे यार sir ने appreciate कर दिया. So is that is also a external source of happiness? Like, I want to ask, that is my also question. And somewhere like I have a when any other person like in Shivir, some of people told me like your condition is good enough, but I can check in myself like no, like right now I am not in that good condition. Like I can't check the thought of isne in myself, like a feeling of isne in myself. So I want to ask like how to deal with it. Like,
Yes, भैया. So someone is appreciating me, है ना, appreciating my effort. This is one part. But if my happiness, है ना, is only with his recognition, then there is a problem. So he is making recognizing my effort. So I should be aware that he is appreciating my effort. But ultimately, my source of happiness should be my innate nature. So that can give us momentarily happiness, but it cannot continue. So continuity is not possible with that appreciation. So I may feel comfortable at that moment, but continuity will not be there. So that's why you have already recognized that this happiness is because of external sources. But we need to be aware that this recognition, this appreciation is for my effort. It is not my source of happiness. And I need to look at the source of my happiness so that I can continue my happiness within me. That I need to seek via. Right, Via?
okay, Bhaiya. And Bhaiya, one more thing is like when I'm not aware about myself, then somewhere I behave with people like we can say na mohuvash and that kind of situation. Like I talked so many good things about them, like or I somewhere I gave them the wrong expectation. But suddenly when I got aware at that time, like I feel like I start change myself or I start looking in myself and I found that I don't want to behave for external happiness and I don't go for external happiness. Then somewhere I found change in my nature. So at that time, how we can deal with it or how we can behave at that time or anything you can suggest.
No, so process very simple. That rather than asking that I don't want to do this, you just ask yourself what is naturally acceptable to me. It is direct approach. So whenever you are talking to someone, you just ask yourself what is naturally acceptable to me. To start with feeling of relationship or a position. So if you have a feeling of relationship, then your thoughts will be natural. Your thoughts would be for complimenting that person. If there is not a feeling of relationship within us, then thoughts may go in any direction. So rather than taking this approach, what I have not to do, you just take this approach, what is naturally acceptable to me. It is very direct approach. So if you are aware
Okay.
of your natural acceptance at the time of communication, so definitely you will be thinking of complimenting others. You will be listening others. So that approach you can take, Bhaiya.
Okay.
Right, Bhaiya?
Yes, Vina.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay. So we have Shreya Agarwal ji with us. Namaste, Didi.
Namaste, Bhaiya. Am I audible?
Yes, Didi. Yes.
So sometimes, I was observing myself yesterday after attending the Shivir from Bhilwara. So I realized that whole day was smooth and things were also going in my favor. Like my better half gave me some gifts on the occasion of New Year, and it was like just there was no contradiction. But as we have guests at home, so when I was sleeping, then he wanted to watch some reels, and it was my time to sleep. And he said that it is so difficult to adjust with you because you don't understand others. And but what happens is, like, I'm a light sleeper. If there is some noise, I wake up easily, and then so here I felt agitated also that I'm sleeping on time, but then it was a biological need that the other person's need is clashing with. In this case, like, is it my dependence on the other person's good behavior with me, or it is the biological thing that uh, my sleep is light and noise is not conducive for my sleep?
Ji, Didi. Okay. So if your body may be habitual to sleep at 9 at 9:30, this is one part. But
Yeah.
what about the
Mm.
self? Am I free to take decision or not? Means if someone's schedule is clashing with my schedule, am I bound to have a reaction within me? That we need to explore.
Mm.
If I am bound with that reaction, it means my happiness is still from external environment.
Right.
Because anyone may disturb my schedule. Anyone may stop me behaving in a particular manner, but no one can stop me to be with my natural acceptance, to be with my innate nature. That is purely my decision.
Mm.
That cannot be interrupted by anyone. It is purely my decision. So that choice I need to explore every time. So if I have that choice, I maybe with my natural acceptance, my innate nature every time, irrespective of what is happening outside. So that choice we need to explore, right? So once I am clear that I am with my innate nature, then I can communicate with other person with feeling of relationship, with affection, with trust. So that communication can be held. But if I am in reaction, then that communication will create a gap between us.
Mm.
So at first step, I simply suggest that just see whether we have a choice or not. So at the level of consciousness, at the level of self,
We
this
have a
choice
choice,
is
as
with
in
us.
choice asking myself or asking the other person.
Choice in me.
Mm.
Choice in me to be this, to be with natural characteristics, natural acceptance, innate nature, swabhav.
Right. Right.
So that is purely my choice.
Correct.
right? So suppose you are asking question, I am giving answer. Many people are listening it. But irrespective of all these, I have this choice that I can be with my innate nature. So maybe sometimes questions are not relevant to us, what the other people are asking. But this choice I always have, that I can be with my innate nature. Right? So if I explore this that choice, then I can be happy, comfortable within us. And with that comfortability, I can communicate with other person.
Mhm.
And anyhow, you are going to communicate with that person. The question is
Yeah.
whether I am going to communicate with him happily or unhappily. This is matter.
Yeah.
Right, Didi? So
Because in
next time.
NVC, as they say that if somebody is getting angry, they are communicating a need that we have to realize by their non-verbal uh,
Hmm,
gestures. But then,
yes.
if their need is clashing with someone's biological and natural need, then again, yeah, I'm sure that there would be a way when we are more peaceful. But yeah, maybe I'm still learning to communicate how to keep both happy.
Yes, yes. We both have choice to be with our innate nature, but we are not exploring this.
Right.
So the other person is also expecting some conducive environment at the level of body, at the level of
Mm,
sensation.
right.
So we can help him also. We can help in the process. We can help him to be aware of his natural acceptance.
Got
So
it.
if we are helping in this manner, then he will be free of this dependency on sensation.
Right. Yeah.
That help can be done.
Sure.
It
Sure.
will take time, but that
Yes.
help can be done.
That's great. Yes. Yes. Thank you so much. Priya.
Right, Didi? Okay, Didi.
Thank you so much.
Namaste, Didi.
Namaste. Priya.
So we have Divyanshi ji with us. Namaste, Didi.
जी भैया नमस्ते
Namaste.
where in yesterday's session one question was coming in my mind. I
Ji.
have also got to resolve it slightly within me. Just let me know if there is any gap. So the question was that if I'm trying to be totally free of the external environment and I'm not dependent on the people also, being with them makes me feel good. So will it not make me individualistic? Because that is what I have is in the past. That okay, if I don't get along with some people, let me just try to make my own schedule. Let me read some books or maybe some movies, and let me just be happy with myself. So then again, I got to understand that okay, if I'm watching a movie, I'm reading a book, still that is also an external influence only. That is not my innate nature. So this is how I could solve it. And secondly, I found that if somebody is being with me and I'm feeling happy with their presence around me, that can change any moment. And maybe their good behavior is making me feel good. Earlier, I was thinking that because I have acknowledged the relationship with them, so I'm able to feel happy. But then I understood that no, it's not that I have acknowledged the relationship. It's because if I had acknowledged the relationship, then I would be happy even when they're behaving good or bad, according to me. I would be with my innateness, with my natural acceptance. But if they're behaving bad, I'm not able to stay happy, which means I'm not with my innateness even then. So then I felt like if I acknowledge the relationship with first, of course, the close people, maybe, and then with everyone, so then it will be my innateness. And then I can be, of course, happy within myself as well if there are no people around. And if somebody comes and tries to have a conversation, not based on what I want them to behave like, but however their behavior will be, if I will be with my innate nature, I will be able to have a good conversation with them. and I will not be introverted. Like earlier, I was having a contradiction between being introverted and being like having my innate nature. So I think this is how I have tried to resolve it with myself, within myself. Just let me know if there is any gap.
Yes, Didi. So as you move towards your innate nature, you know, your expansion will start outside. You will
Yeah.
not be individual. And
Mm.
ultimately, we are not individual. We are interconnected with this whole existence. So as we move towards our innate nature, we will be able to see that I have relation with everyone. I have a relation with every unit. So moving towards innate nature, you will be expanding outside. So if you
Okay.
see why we are getting isolated, because I am not able to see relationship with other people. That's why I am getting isolated.
Right.
So to be in a state of innate nature, to be in a state of natural acceptance, doesn't mean that now I don't care anyone. It means
Mhm.
I will care everyone without getting affected from them.
Right.
Right?
Okay.
So you will be able to make appropriate program for them. Suppose there is your child, you know, he is
Mm-hmm.
walking and suddenly he falls down, and you are, this with your innate nature. Now you can help your child in a better manner because you are not getting affected by this incident. If you are getting affected by these incidents, then you may start shouting rather than taking care of his body. You may start beating him rather than taking care of his body. But with the internal stability, with the state of this innate nature, I will not be affected and I will making a right program for him. So to be with our swabhav, to be with our innate uh, nature, doesn't mean that I will not take care of anyone. In fact, it will be opposite to this. I will be thinking of taking care of everyone without getting affected. So when you are reading book, and if you are with your natural innate nature, swabhav, then you will be able to assess that book, what is happening, in what direction this book is taking to me. All these
Mm-hmm.
things you can assess impactfully. Otherwise, you will flow with the book. You will flow with the author. You will not be able to separate yourself from the flow of the book.
Right.
Right? Suppose you are watching a serial. You will see serial is going on, and suppose that hero, someone is beating to that hero,
Mm-hmm.
and people start crying with this. He is a good man. Why this good man is being beaten by those gunda type log, etc.
Yeah.
And when that villain gets beaten, then people gets happy. Acha raha, let it happen.
J-
So what is happening? I am flowing with the serial, and I have lost myself that I am not that serial.
Yeah.
So with
Exactly.
the state of natural innate nature, I will not be flowing with them. That in fact I will be assessing what is happening in the serial. It is right for society or not? It is right for me or not? It is right for my child or not? That we will be able to assess these things.
जी भैया.
Is it okay, Didi?
जी जी बिल्कुल.
So
Thank you
this
भैया.
will happen.
Correct.
Right, Didi?
Actually, awareness is the key. I think that's what I have to
Yes.
work on.
And with awareness, we can make right program. So for example, we are feeding to our child. And if I am with my innate nature, then I will be able to assess how much food is required to nurture the body of my child. If I am not in the be with my innate nature, then I may be feeding more than required.
Correct.
I may be beating him and I will also feeding him. So by beating we will be feeding. Why you are not eating it? You know, you have eaten only one paratha in the morning. Take two, at least three paratha in a day. And this nurturing process can happen with stable state only.
Right.
Right, Didi?
जी. Thank you, भैया.
Okay, Didi. Namaste, Didi. So
Namaste.
we have two hands raised, Sunita ji and Balchandra ji. So I am coming to them. Just discuss, let's discuss next two slides. Then I will come back to Sunita ji and Balchandra ji. Okay. So we discussed last time that whatever is being stated here, take it just as a proposal. And we need to verify it on the basis of our natural acceptance. And we need to verify it and then we need to validate it experientially. So if we are living according to this verification, it will lead to mutual happiness and mutual prosperity. So whenever we interact with human being, it will lead to mutual happiness. Whenever we interact with rest of nature, it will lead to mutual prosperity. So that we discussed yesterday. So with this, we can discuss happiness and unhappiness. So we have also discussed it in UHV workshops, but as I said, we are reinforcing some fundamental concept because in coming exercises, we will use all this concept. We should have clarity of all this concept. So happiness is a state or situation in which I live. If there is a harmony, synergy in it, then it is naturally acceptable to me to be in that state or situation. So to be in a state of harmony is happiness, and to be in a state of contradiction is unhappiness. So happiness means to be in harmony. To be in harmony means now my feelings, thoughts, all are guided by my natural acceptance. So whenever I have a feeling that is naturally acceptable to me, I will be in a state of harmony. And this state of harmony is happiness. Whenever I have feeling that is not naturally acceptable to me, I will be in a state of contradiction. And that is unhappiness for me. So happiness means now I have a feeling that is naturally acceptable to me. So for example, feeling of relationship. So suppose one person is talking badly with us and I have a feeling of opposition with him. So this feeling of opposition is contradictory with my natural acceptance. So this contradiction is creating unhappiness in me. So I am not happy. I am uncomfortable within us, not because of others' talk. I am in contradiction because now I have a feeling of opposition for that person. And this feeling of opposition is not naturally acceptable to me. So something is in my state that is not naturally acceptable to me. And that is contradicting my natural acceptance. And it is creating disharmony in me. It is creating contradiction in me. It is creating unhappiness in me. But at the same time, if I have a feeling of relationship with that person, so that feeling of relationship is aligned with my natural acceptance. So I will be in a state of happiness. I will be in a state of harmony. And with that harmony, I can communicate with them. So harmony or disharmony is because of my state in which I have. So if there is a feeling that is contradicting my natural acceptance, I will be in disharmony. If there is a feeling which is aligned with my natural acceptance, I will be in harmony. And the harmony is state of harmony is happiness. A state of contradiction is unhappiness. So again, we need to verify this for ourselves. Is it happiness for me, or we think happiness is different from this? Because we want to continue our happiness, and to continue our happiness, we first need to understand what is happiness. So here is a proposal that happiness means to be in a state of harmony. To be in a state of harmony means going is aligned with my natural acceptance. If it is happening, then I am in a state of harmony, happy. If something is going on in me which is contradictory to my natural acceptance, then it will create discomfort in me and disharmony in me. This is unhappiness. So this we need to verify that I am in harmony because of this state, or something else, there is a reason. So we need to verify this definition. We need to verify this all the time. So whenever we are feeling comfortable, just ask yourself, am I comfortable because of my state? My feelings are aligned with my natural acceptance. That's why I am comfortable, or I am comfortable within because of some sensual pleasures, a conducive environment, because of some people who are appreciating me, who are praising me. What is happiness at that moment for me? That we need to verify. Right. So take it as a proposal and just verify it. Is this happiness for you or not? And how many times you are aware that I am happy because of the state of harmony. I am unhappy because of a state of contradiction. These we need to verify all the day. So let's take a question from Sunita ji.
Namaste, Bhaiya. Am I audible?
Yes, Didi, yes.
Yesterday's exercise, I tried to do that exercise. Sometimes I'm comfortable, and sometimes I'm uncomfortable, and sometimes I don't have any feeling whether I'm comfortable or uncomfortable. I don't know, and at that I don't have any in me at that time. So how to make a dialogue at that time within me, and that is one question I have. And one more thing, I
Sir,
am not.
Didi, repeat again, please. I lost the connection. Repeat again.
Sometimes I'm comfortable, and sometimes I feel uncomfortable, and sometimes I don't have any feeling within me. Whether I'm comfortable or uncomfortable, I don't know at that point of time.
Ji.
Just I don't have any thoughts or feelings at that moment of time. And what I need to do at that point of time, simply I have to observe, or do I need to make any conversation with me? And one more thing, I'm not aware of myself all the day. So I'm losing at some point of time, I'm not having any connection. So I'm not aware of myself. So I need to put a lot of effort. Um, um, that is what I observed.
Okay. So the important is that you have started observing all this. So that is important. So now you are coming to the process. So your awareness will increase with the time. So now you are able to see that I am comfortable sometimes, I am uncomfortable sometimes, I am feeling blank sometimes. So at least we have started observing it. So that is very good. So keep this awareness, Didi. You just keep asking yourself, I am comfortable this time, uncomfortable this time. What is the source of compatibility? What is the source of uncomfortability? And if you are feeling blank, you can just ask yourself, what is the source of this blank? Why I am feeling blank? So in fact, when you are thinking of this blank state, so a thought is going on. Maybe you are not able to see the feeling behind this, but at least you are observing that blank. So that is nice, Didi. So with this exercise 1 and 2 that we will do after some time, you will be able to understand why there is a blank. So that we will see. But good thing is that you are observing it. So keep observing it, Didi. And each time you ask yourself, what is the source? It
Okay,
is
Bhaiya.
external influence or my innate nature.
Okay.
So nice, Didi, that you are observing.
Okay, Bhaiya. Thank you. Thank you very much.
What was the next question, Didi? Last question.
Last question. I'm not aware continuously. I'm somewhere I'm missing.
So that is not a problem, Didi. And many of us are making effort, but not aware continuously. But important is we need to feel that this awareness is important for us. So uh, with that need, our awareness will increase. So we need to be aware all the time because I need to ensure continuity of happiness. And for continuity of happiness, I need to be aware all the time. So that need will motivate you. So you ask yourself, is there any need to be aware all the time? So if answer comes yes, then you will make effort again. Right. So keep dialogue within you, and that will increase your awareness.
Okay, Bhaiya.
Yes, Didi. So we have Bal Chandraji with us. Namaste, bhaiya.
Namaste, Gopalji.
Ji.
Uh, Gopalji, I have some doubts and questions. First question is this natural acceptance and innate nature, is it fixed with, is it the same for every being, every person, every individual?
Yes, bhaiya, we can verify it. We need to verify it. Rather than assuming it true, we should verify it with everyone. So
Yeah.
for
No,
example,
universally, is it same? Like every person have a same natural acceptance and innate uh, nature?
but in one line, if you are asking in one line, so I would say yes. But keep it open for you, bhaiya. You just verify
Mm.
it with everyone. So for example,
Yeah. Mm.
and feeling of relationship is naturally acceptable to you or opposition. What is naturally acceptable to you?
Mm.
You
Yes.
relation or opposition,
Relation.
and you can verify with other people. Ask your family member first. Do you
Okay.
want what is naturally acceptable to your family member? Just ask feeling of relationship or opposition. If you get
Okay.
answer relationship, then expand this verification. Ask your neighbors what they want naturally. Maybe they are fighting. It may happen. But what is naturally acceptable to them?
No, my doubt again, next doubt comes here. Like
Mhm,
the innate nature, the swabha,
mhm,
is going to vary according to the age of the person. Like in a small child, the swabha is completely different. What actually natural acceptance for that small child is uh, small things which is going to make her happy. At the next age, the happiness is going to vary. the requirement is going to change. So according to that time, the swabhav is completely different. So if you consider in this life, in this way, like from child to the end of the old age or at the end of the life, the swabhav is going to change according to the different ages. So in
Okay.
that case, is it not going to conflict like natural acceptance
Hmm.
at that person going to vary?
Hmm. So भैया स्वभाव is to be है ना happy, but the methodology is being changed by people. So suppose a child, he is trying to get happiness from toys. After a few years, he is now bored of toys. Now he will try another method, watching cartoon, etc. After a few years, he will be able to see that this method is not sufficient to continue my happiness. Let's try another. Then he will enjoy pizza, etc. etc. So with the age, people are trying different methodology, but ultimately they need to be happy. They are desiring happiness. So that happiness is my innate nature, but I am not getting a right process. I am not getting a right method to ensure it in continuity. So that's why people are trying by many ways. So ways are different, but ultimately they want happy because it is my innate nature. So at the age of 60 years, now I am aware that toys cannot make me happy. Now I am aware that kind of jokes that I used to have at the age of 20, 25 cannot make me happy. Now I am aware that these cars, house, shirt, pant cannot make me happy because I have tried all these methodologies. So people are
Okay.
trying to change methodology again and again, but ultimately they are ensuring, they want to ensure their happiness. So that happiness is my innate nature, but people are not aware of right process. How can I ensure this continuity? So that's why they are changing again and again their environment, people, things. They are trying to get happiness from different methodologies. Right, Via?
At that time, is that not the quantity of happiness required for different aspects changes? Because
So
quantity of happiness for the small age, at the old age, at the middle age, is, I think it will be a different. So quantity of the happiness will be changed. Is that the right way to?
yeah, so happiness is qualitative. Either I'm happy or not happy.
Mhm.
So explore it, Bhaiya. It will take time and it takes time. So explore it, and it's time for Hindi session. So do this assignment, explore it, keep it open. Don't assume true any proposal. So I request everyone, don't assume it true. Just verify it, whether this innate nature is universal or not. So we can explore it, take time. So namaste bhaiya, it's time for Hindi session. So we can continue this discussion tomorrow. So I may
Thank you.
start with your question tomorrow. I will take care. I will call you tomorrow, bhaiya.
Yeah, thank you. Thank
Right? Okay. Namaste bhaiya. So Sunil ji, I request
जी,
you to start Hindi session.
जी भैया. So thank you so much, Gopal Bhaiya, for this enriching and enlightening session. So thank you all the correspondents for your active participation with questions and sharing in this English part.